Hello, loves. Happy day. We are into Mercury retrograde, and look at my hair. This is what air drying does to my hair. I was always, as a kid, I don't use the word jealous, but I used to be so jealous of people whose hair air dries nice and smooth. Mine is, and this is even after wearing a toque, so it's poofed down. My hair is like this if it air dries. But I'm just being free because that's what we're here to do. So we are in this Mercury retrograde portal. We're in the 5-5 portal, and it's all about releasing what's no longer serving us. And this is what I teach all the time. Release, release, release. It is so imperative that we don't get caught in this self-fulfilling prophecy, my hair's sticking up, of always needing to heal from something. Yes, I understand that there are things we need to release from our systems. There are things that we need to remove from our lives. Thought patterns, behaviors, those kind of things, addictive behaviors. When we get stuck in that cycle of always needing to heal from something, we get over something, but something else comes in, we need to keep healing. We get stuck in that self-fulfilling prophecy, and you're never going to get out. And that may be a limiting belief of mine, but it is so important to understand that you are whole and complete right now. You are perfect as you are right now. You are exactly who you need to be, where you need to be, whether you like it or not, right now. And when you fully understand this and step into your power of now, like my last video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, about the 0 point, the point of creation. This is where we get to that. By understanding in this moment, the only thing we can control and work on is ourselves. And by releasing this need to heal everything and just understanding and just trusting and surrendering to whatever's coming up, not overreacting, but being aware of what's going on in our body, this is when you ascend. This is what ascension is. It's this higher awareness of understanding. I am feeling this very uncomfortable feeling right now. Where is it coming from? Where's the root of it? Why am I feeling this? Why do I feel like there's a bunch of knots in my head and my brain's going 1,000 miles a minute? If you cannot find clarity on it in this moment, ask yourself. Ask your higher self. It always has the answers. This is the beauty of quieting the mind. This is why meditation is so powerful. And whether it be like a traditional meditation where you sit cross-legged for, 10, 15, 20 minutes and just calm yourself, or going for a walk. For me, going to the gym is always very meditative. Playing music is meditative for me. Gardening, things that just quiet you and bring you into this now moment, into that 0 point. That is where all the magic is going to happen. When you truly believe it and align with that, you are unstoppable. When you feel these fears coming up of, abandonment, rejection, not being good enough, fear of failure, being unlovable, the list can go on. We need to set the intention to release them to your Christ mind, to your higher self, to source, God, universe, and be like, hey, why am I feeling this? And then if they're coming from somebody else where you feel like you are being victimized by somebody else is doing this to you, release them to your higher self and send that person so much unconditional love and healing that they're not going to know what to do with, because that releases you, that removes your resistance, and that brings you back into unconditional love. And that's where all the magic happens. Because the more you do it, the more aware you are. And the more you reprogram yourself to understand these things and understand the feelings when they come up. I still have feelings that I have to sit and dissect, or I have to cry on the floor, or I have to, feel them through, go for a walk. But the answers will always come to you. If you need to have a little temper tantrum for 5-10 minutes, do it. Just don't stay in that energy. Don't become it. Don't let it embody you. Allow it to flow through you. Emotions are energy in motion. They're meant to flow through you and out of you and be released, so you come back to a stasis, just to a calmness, to that 0 point. If we hold on to them, if we hold on to the things that have been hurting us, then that is when we bring ourselves down. Nash came in to say hi. Nash, do you have any words of wisdom tonight? Think of a word. What word comes to your mind first? No. And this is what I teach my kids. Because I'm like not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect parent. I'm not a perfect partner. But you know what? When you see the perfection in the imperfections, this is how you ascend. This is how you work to become a better version of you tomorrow. By not shaming yourself or feeling guilt for the yesterdays or the nows or whatever. Come into this beauty and this stasis and this like, this love, you know, this joy. When you feel unjoyful, negative emotions are so much powerful. They hold on to us and we almost become addicted to having them. So bring yourself into a place of joy. Do something that lights you up. If you're needing some assistance or you just want to really activate these higher forms of consciousness within yourself, this Saturday, May 14th, I'm hosting an activation meditation. I just bring you back to your higher self and I welcome it back into you. We work with these higher energies and they're beautiful. And then on the 16th, which is Monday, I'm doing a healing circle. We are in this eclipse portal and these two events will be amazing to pair together because it's going to be balance and activation. And they just like, yeah, it's amazing. They catalyze each other. So if you want to join those, if you're watching this in Facebook land, it's in the event tabs at the top of the Spiritual Divinity Collective or the Collective Spirituality, whichever group you're seeing this in. If it's on YouTube, all of the information is below in my link tree. And you got this. Just remember that. Have an amazing day. Bye.